Can you imagine if your job was to travel around in a helicopter observing mountains and valleys? Topographers do just that. Topography is the study of the physical features of land. Observations of land are not only taken while flying. Topographers also use satellites, radar, levels, and telescopes. These professionals help create topographic maps, which show the changing elevation in landforms around our world. These maps are useful for understanding how the shape of our land could affect rivers, weather, and soil types. Even though you read a topographic map on a flat sheet of paper or a computer screen, you are supposed to visualize a three-dimensional image of the map in your mind. Imagine you are a bird looking directly down at the landform. Being straight above the land, it may be difficult to see how high up some landforms are. This is why topographic maps have features on them that help you visualize the three-dimensional landforms, such as elevation labels and contour lines. Contour lines are lines drawn on a map that show a change in elevation. A contour line may look wavy or circular. Everything near that line is generally the same height from sea level, how high they reach above the average water level. Try this. If you put your finger on a contour line and follow it around the map, every place your finger is touching is that same elevation. Topographers make reading maps even easier by adding numbers right next to certain lines. Say you're observing a contour line and the number 12,500 is right on top of it. This means that the contour line is showing you a landform that is 12,500 feet in elevation above sea level. That must be a mountainous region, such as the Rocky Mountains. If you ever visit there, you may want to bring a topographic map. What does it mean if you see a bunch of contour lines that are very close together? Is it a flat or steep region? Since each line shows a change in elevation and there are a lot of them right next to each other, that means there is a big elevation change in a very small area. It must be very steep there. On the other hand, if you see contour lines that are spread very far apart, this means the elevation changes less frequently. It must be a plain or flat area. Here's an easy way to remember it. More lines mean more change in elevation. Fewer lines mean less change in elevation. Let's take a few moments to review what we've learned. We learned that topography is the study of the physical features of land. Topographic maps, which show the changing elevation in landforms around our world. Contour lines are lines drawn on a map that show a change in elevation, and they show how steep or flat an area is. Just remember the easy way we use to remember the differences between the distance between contour lines. More lines mean more change in elevation. Fewer lines mean less change in elevation. Now you should be ready to start looking through some maps.